This house was built in 1896. And honestly, when I bought it, it barely felt livable. There was knob and tube wiring hidden in the walls. The fuse box would blow if you plugged in like two things at the same time. The furnace didn't work. Most of the plumbing needed to be completely replaced. And honestly, the whole house had to be gutted. But somewhere underneath all of that, I saw potential. So in this video, what I want to do is bring you guys along as my wife and I try to rebuild this place while learning a lot of it for the first time. I bought this house for $80,000 with 20% down. Most people honestly would have come in here, walked through it, and immediately left. And I don't really blame them for that. But when I saw the layout, I noticed something interesting. Because this old house has two separate front doors, I realized I might be able to turn it into a roommate rental situation. The plan is to add another bedroom and another bathroom so that each of the tenants have their own entrances, and it adds to privacy. If I can pull this off, I think I can rent each room for maybe around $650 a month. But honestly, old houses don't care about your plan. Every wall you open feels like another surprise waiting behind it. One of the biggest challenges with this project is that I'm doing a lot of the work myself. The only thing I've hired out so far is the new electrical panel. Everything else, well, it's my wife and I, learning as we go. A few months ago, I had never worked with PEX plumbing before, but now I'm trying to replumb a 129-year-old house while watching YouTube videos at night. And I'm also calling people who know more about it than I do. And honestly, that's probably been the most rewarding part so far. Not because it's easy, but because I'm realizing how much you can learn when you stop waiting to feel fully qualified to do so. Just get started. I'm also trying to do all this while working full-time. So most days look like working all day and then coming here at night already exhausted and tired, trying to figure out what the next problem is. Some nights I spend more time thinking than actually working. Just trying to figure out the plumbing layouts, drywall, how does mini splits work, what about framing, just anything the house tries to throw at me. And honestly, there are definitely moments where this whole project feels way bigger than me. But one thing this project has reminded me of is that almost nothing meaningful gets built alone. Lillian has been incredibly supportive through all this. Also, my family is actually getting ready to help me tomorrow hanging drywall, so I'm super grateful for them as well. I'm still nervous about a lot of this project and what lies ahead. I've never installed mini splits before. I've never installed electric water heaters before. And there are still 100 things inside of this old house that I have no clue what even exists yet. But I'm learning something through this. Most people don't magically become capable before they start. They become capable because they start. Right now, this house feels unfinished in almost every way possible. Half the rooms are gutted, and there's still a long road ahead before any tenant ever moves in here. But I'm excited to bring you guys along the rest of this journey with my wife and I. Because this project isn't just about rebuilding an old house, it's also about planning and building for our financial future. And I'm so glad you guys are along for the ride. So if you want to follow along while we rebuild this 129-year-old house, one problem at a time, I'd love to have you here.